What's up? Welcome back to Workshop Wednesday. I'm Henry. This is my workshop. And on Wednesdays, we talk about things I've learned, mistakes I've made as a young entrepreneur. Today, I want to tell you a secret. It's hard for me to say, but it's important we recognize. Albert Einstein was not a genius. He wasn't. There was nothing supernatural or freak of nature-ish about his brain. Albert Einstein was led to his notion of space and time by curiosity. He was doing what any great scientist would and should do. But where Albert Einstein differed was his ability to take simple things seriously and to follow newfound consequences logically. One of my favorite things about Albert Einstein was these thought experiments he would put together, and in particular, his elaboration of the equivalence principle. And basically what that meant was if Einstein could prove 1 to 2 things were true here on Earth, or in this reference frame he was examining, then based on an equivalence principle, he could generalize that statement to something happening in space, or on a different planet, or in a different solar system, or far away in the universe. It was this idea that if this is true here, equivalence principle says this is also true somewhere else. And that has really, really profound implications. In a similar vein, it's important to note that all Einstein did was take other scientists' findings more seriously. He elaborated on the constancy of speed of light, which was something Maxwell had discovered years before. And like I just mentioned, the equivalence principle was something that was pondered by Galileo centuries before. And it's for this reason exactly that I don't equate Albert Einstein to a genius. Albert Einstein was a good scientist acting as a brilliant entrepreneur. So the next time you find yourself or a friend or a classmate comparing your brains to that of Albert Einstein, I ask you not to, because in so many different ways, he was just like you and I. Instead, what I hope you can do is approach problems in whatever form you might find them with logic and reasoning and next step causal connections. You know, the fact that this leads to that and so thus. This is exactly why I bring the scientific method to my entrepreneurship. That is making hypotheses, asking questions, going out and testing those and coming back to pivot on what worked and what didn't. It's also the reason I often look at what others have done in the past successfully to implement portions of those businesses or ventures, or maybe it's a musical idea. I bring those things that worked and I elaborate on them in a similar way that Albert Einstein took what Maxwell and Galileo did years and years and years before him, but he approached it from a new angle. That is how you can be the next Albert Einstein. If you want to learn more about this stuff, I recommend this book. It's called Why Does E Equal MC Squared? It's by a couple of professors from University of Manchester. I don't know, I obviously read this book with a bias, which is my physics and mathematics background, so I can't say how simple it is. But if you know nothing about why E equals MC squared, who Albert Einstein is, why the implications of his theories matter, I think this will be a good place to start. I'll link it below. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for wanting to learn a thing or two about entrepreneurship. Today, Albert Einstein. Yes, I am sitting on a shop vac. This place is coming along. I'm very excited. I hope you're tuning in on Fridays. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know why below. Shoot me a text, give me a call anytime. Let's talk. If nothing else, I will see you Friday and then Wednesday for another video. Later.